Hello everybody and welcome to Poland Daily Travel. It may be raining, it may still be summer and it may be raining. It may still be summer and it may be a little cold, but we're in Europe, what do you expect? At any rate, it doesn't really matter because here in the countryside it's beautiful. And look what I found. That's right. This fantastic little chateau or castle, if you will, a late Middle Ages castle in Oporow. It's a tiny village just that way, and we're on the outskirts of Kutno. Right, so this castle is actually, if you look at the map of Poland, it's almost exactly in the center of the country. So here we are. It's a beautiful park, it's a beautiful day, despite a little bit of rain, when you see a building like this. What an example that has survived to this day, of a bit of restoration in the 1930s, I believe it was, and almost pristine to this date. The only problem there ever apparently was with this castle was in 1650s, I believe it was, when the top caught on fire. But it's a beautiful castle. At any rate, you find these kind of gems wherever you travel in Poland. I believe there are 300 or 500 or, you know, castles and palaces, there are at least 1,000 in Poland. That means there's one virtually in every forest that you can find, on the edge of every town that's grown up from medieval times around these manor houses and castles. That's why cities developed. They were around castles, they were around manor houses, they were around agricultural places. So, and crossroads, of course, near rivers, those kind of things. Everything grows up organically. And this particular castle was built by the Oporow family. The Oporow family was a very noted family in the Middle Ages in this part of the world. So, well worth looking at. Center of Poland, the Oporow castle right behind me. I don't know about you, but I think it's marvelous. I really like it. So let's go on to the next site. Another surprising place, which I hope you'll like. This is Poland Daily Travel. See you after the bumper. I'm just going to go walk over the bridge and get closer. The original moat. Amazing. This is not the original bridge, but it's not new either. I love a castle, even in the rain. Maybe even better in the rain. Hello everybody, and here we are, after that castle, which I hope you enjoyed at Oporow. We're in Leczyca. And it's interesting because I just realized that I did a concert here once and I had forgotten about it. But as soon as I walked in, I remembered the place about 5-6 years ago. Yeah. At any rate, this particular place is very interesting because not only is it a nice smaller city, about 25,000 people, but this was also the site of the first Polish parliament. How about that? The first Polish parliament in 1100s, in the 1100s. And the castle, while it's got a small museum over here and is not particularly picturesque on the outside, is quite nice on the inside. You get a good look at the castle keep. So Oporow was much nicer with its Gothic style on the outside. This is much better on the inside. And you get a nice view of the castle keep and the tower. So Leczyca, yes, this is the home, again, right in the center. Both Oporow and Leczyca castles are right in the center of Poland. And they're both centers of the origin of Poland. They're not only right in the center of modern-day Poland, it wasn't always in the center, because Poland, remember, has shifted back and forth. Its territory has been amorphous at times and even non-existent in the last 1,000 years. But it's very much here today, and this is in the center of the action, and well worth a visit on your way. So you can stop off, as we have done on our road trip, on your way west and see a couple of nice castles and take a break from your drive. Now, what else can we say about Leczyca? Oh yes, it was at one time one of the most important cities in Poland. It's an extremely important city, and this continued up until the 1700s, or rather the 1600s, when the Swedes destroyed a lot of the castle and destroyed the town almost completely, just to prove a point. Well, Leczyca was not on the, back on the map really until partition time, and it slowly started to regain influence. It was also a Jewish center. There was a thriving trade here, and a strong Jewish presence over the centuries. King Kazimierz, you may remember him. He was a big castle builder, and this place was important to him as well. On the northern boundaries of Lesser Poland, and on the way to Greater Poland. And Kazimierz the Great, considered this to be one of his linchpins on the northern border. The Teutonic Knights also raided this place. We talked about them before, and one day we'll go to Malbork, I promise, and you'll see the granddaddy of castles. And I suppose this is one of the great castles in the world today. One of the great ones that's left, pretty much intact. Malbork's very impressive. But that's not what we're talking about today. We've just had, when you go on a road trip, I don't know about you, but I like to stop. I like to see things on the way. I don't like just driving straight through all the time, unless, of course, you're in a hurry, you got a meeting, there's a family emergency or something like that. But that's not our job. Our job is to go out and to show you what you can see, the diversions along the way, something that will take you off the beaten path, something that you can do to relax rather than rushing about like your normal life. Okay, so this is Poland Daily Travel. I'm Will Richardson. We're here in the castle, the inside of the castle keep of the castle in Leczyca. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We've enjoyed bringing it to you, so it's on down the road for us. Stay tuned for the next one. Good night.